Hello, welcome to Alive to Thrive OT. I'm Lauren Lyman, and today I'm here with Amanda Olejarz. She is a holistic health and wellness coach. She's a massage therapist, and she is an energy healer. So, Amanda, thank you so much for coming on with us today.
Thank you for having me.
And so let's start out a little bit with your journey. So, what led you to be the person you are today and the services you offer?
It's been a fun journey, that's for sure. Long story long, I was born and raised Catholic, did all of those things, realized it didn't really resonate with me. I got into meditation by getting a book when I was 18, got super deep in it, woke up like 3 hours later, loved it, realized there was something more behind it. Um, I couldn't figure out what I wanted to do with my life during college. So I wound up dropping out, taking a fun class of massage, got into that and absolutely loved it. I've been doing that since 2007. Body's completely fascinating to me. And like I used to have my back go out on me. Medicine didn't work. So it was just like finding something that would. And all of the Western style stuff I found is not really my forte. So having the massage background really opened my eyes to different things like aromatherapy, cranial sacral work, energy work. I do some of that too, but not after having experienced it. And I feel like just exploring myself is kind of like spirituality in general. And like I used to be a really, really big science person. And the more that I learned about science, it was so connected. I couldn't ignore it. Um, but yeah, when I found out that I don't know, I have this weird fascination with the brain. It's super cool to me. It controls everything, including the body. Like oh my gosh, and stuff like lives in the body. But when I found out that there's this super conscious, like most people know about the conscious and the subconscious, but there's a super conscious, which is like the governing body. It's kind of like a higher power. I'm like, all right, done. Sign me up. I am spiritual as all can be, like woo woo. But like there's science to back it up too, which is super cool. Like you can I'm not saying fix, but the body self heals. And given the right environment, like you can do that. But it got me thinking, like, what is the right environment? It's body, mind, spirit. But mind, I know I've always had trouble managing my emotions. I used to consider myself an empath, but now that I've like healed through most of my trauma, I've grown through it. I feel like I'm more clairsentient now. So like I've gained that power and it's like, all right, everybody needs to have this. But yeah, I just feel like everything that I've tried, and I watched my dad almost die because of Western medicine as a kid. So that messed me up a little bit too. Um, I just see that it's not the way. So I've been doing everything that I can. And especially like using food as medicine instead of just like living to eat. Like I eat to live. It's like mindfulness over that and awareness. And I don't know, all of it together. I absolutely love it. It's a passion of mine. I love doing it for work, even though it's not like technically work. I only do it because, well, why not?
Great. Thank you so much for explaining all of that. So it sounds like you dabble in a lot of different areas and you help people with a lot of different things. So can you talk a little bit about the different modalities that you offer?
Yeah. So, I mean, everybody really knows massage therapy. It's manipulation of the soft tissues of the body. It can be super relaxing, super therapeutic. I absolutely love the therapeutic kind. My name is Amanda. Sometimes they call me Amanda Handler because I like manhandle the body. But yeah, I'm not afraid to like get in there and kind of give you that good hurt. Yeah, been doing it for so long. I know a bunch of different stuff, including like climbing on top. But some of my best people are the older population, the geriatrics. So I can also do like a super light touch. Um, that kind of ties into energy work too. I learned Reiki back in the day, but I don't practice it anymore because I know Chios. I feel like that's a little more intense because it uses light and colors, as well as simpler symbols that I can, do with my eyes closed. I super love that because it kind of expands your energy field, your chakras, and your aura field. I also do the intuitive body process, which is fun. I kind of relate it to like your energy right now. Let's say, for instance, my energy is like a 4-year-old and I'm in like my 35-year-old outfit. The intuitive body process takes like that 4-year-old energy and kind of expands it. So maybe now I'm like 10 years old in a 35 outfit. So it just kind of like does that. And when I first had it done to me last year, I used to have lordosis, which is part of the reason why I've had back problems over half my life. Yeah, I woke up the next day and like my spine straightened out by itself. Like I felt amazing after the session, but the next day I had to go to the grocery store and I'll never forget it. For the first time in the 5 years I had my car, I actually like sat in it comfortably and like I've walked comfortably. Like my chronic pain has been like gone. So I'm like, gotta learn this like ASAP. So needless to say, I do that too. But like doing that on top of massage is like outrageous. I do dabble into sound therapy or music medicine a little. I really took to vibroacoustic technology. So that I add into massage and energy work too. That's on fire. So it uses hertz frequencies at like a specific range for your body mostly to break everything up. Muscles just melt. So it's wonderful.
Wow, well, that all sounds fascinating. Thank you. Can you talk a little bit more about the intuitive body process? Because I feel like that's something not a lot of people are familiar with. So can you talk about what that looks like?
Yeah, so it can be done in person or remotely. Pretty much just how we're sitting like this. You can go ahead, lay down, but it's me connecting to you, and you kind of just use intuition, use expansive questions to kind of let your body guide you to the answers that you're seeking. So it's just kind of like using a vessel, like I was talking about the superconscious, your higher self. We usually keep our eyes closed because when we talk, you move your eyes usually up to control your emotions. When you do different things with them, you can control what you're saying. When you close them, you allow your body to talk. It's all natural. So, make sure that's happening. But it's kind of like going, it's not saying that you're going to have like this all of a sudden awesome life. It's like, all right, maybe we saw water. Maybe you're supposed to like go take a shower, maybe drink something. And there's this great idea, thought that pops in your head that gets you out of this rut that you are in. Or it just like sparks this brilliant idea that you're supposed to have. Maybe connects you to your higher self a little bit more, maybe to your purpose. It depends on the question you are asking.
Wow, that's really incredible. Thank you. So it sounds like you really get your hands in there and help everyone that you can. Is there a certain population that you really like to work with or something that you're really specializing in?
Well, I did get into sleep technology. I have a degree in sleep technology. Had no idea it was even a career until I was in it for last few years. It's super cool. I loved it because it was the only organic treatment in Western medicine is the first line of defense. Um, I do sleep coaching too. So what is that? It's like helping people with sleep hygiene or CPAP compliance, try to turn the compliance into adherence. So what that means is somebody that doctor says, hey, I have to do this. So they do it instead of just doing it because they're told. It's like they want to do it because they feel the benefits. But yeah, sleep, everybody needs it, just like everybody needs to eat too. So I do a little holistic nutrition as well, which is like pH balance of the body. You really want to get into it, we could do the athletic program, which is specific food combining too. But yeah, those are two more things.
Great, thank you. So if somebody comes to you, what does a typical session look like? Or does it really just depend on what they're looking for, or what pops up during the session?
It kind of just depends on what pops up because like I do spiritual life coaching and shamanic art life coaching too. So I've combined pretty much everything I do with massage therapy just because I've been doing it for so long. But I feel like the main difference between me and other practitioners is my brain fascination. So the conscious mind, um, it'll process 40 bits of info a second. Unconscious mind or subconscious mind will process 40 million bits of info a second, but they speak two different languages. So what I do is I like to guide somebody to speak in the language of the subconscious so you could really get that soaked in. And then using the body, like where are you feeling it when you talk about something? Where are you feeling it really when you're being massaged? And figure out like what part is super intense, what that does, and how that relates to your life. Because it all kind of like ties together.
Wow. So do you take on any clients that are specifically like talk therapy type of clients, or is it all hands-on and just getting in there and listening to the body?
I do talk therapy, I do hands-on, I do the mix. I am 100% for just helping. Like I love being part of the healing process. It gets my jollies all going. Like I love it. So yeah.
Great. And are there certain populations that you work with, different ages, different diagnoses, or just any issue, come and see what I can do?
I guess it all depends as long as like I get along well with somebody. Just for instance, my oldest client I've been seeing, I think for about 10 years, and she's gonna be 95 next week. And I've worked on people as young as 6 and 7. So yeah, I'm open.
Great. Awesome. Well, thank you so much. Is there anything else that you want to add?
No, thank you. I love you.
So if somebody wants to get in touch with you or look a little bit deeper into your services, do you have an email, a website that we can send them to?
Yeah, absolutely. Uh, my phone number is 708-217-0251. You can call or text. You can email me at hardwiredhealthy@gmail.com.
Great. Okay. So I will put those in the description so you have direct access to Amanda. Thank you so much for this interview. Thank you for everything that you do to spread your love and light and healing throughout the world. Truly, really incredible stuff.
Thank you so much for the community you built too, Lauren. This is amazing.